Good. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you all seriously so much for taking time on a Thursday to be able to spend. We're going to keep this to 30 minutes, which is very, very difficult for the six of us because we are some of the more passionate people you'll ever come across. All of our lives have been drastically changed from this business. And so it's really hard not to get caught up in a tangent. So I'm going to keep myself focused, try not to tell you all 9 years of history of Beachbody in my life and how much my life has changed. But we essentially wanted to do this call. We're doing it a little bit differently than what we typically, because this group is going to be a lot different than what we typically do. And we wanted to be able to take, like I said, 30 minutes to differentiate what you would be getting yourself into if you did choose to join us in this, what we're calling the Achievers Club. And I want to go over sort of how this came about, because I personally don't recruit new coaches, new mentors very often, but I tend to do it in seasons. And I just had some new people join me, and they are amazing, but they are at different paces and different seasons of their business and lives. And some of them are able to work very part-time, and some of them are full throttle. There's a couple of them that are going to be joining us in this group that are just fired up, and they remind me of a young Lindsay Matway of 2010, which, by the way, that's who I am. I know all of you so know who I am. So that's my name. And in 2010, I literally had lost everything in my life. I had a new baby, and she was premature, and I had all kinds of debt that I had collected with having a premature baby that was in the NICU for 2 months, and just kind of lost that light at the end of the tunnel. And without going deep into my story, this Beachbody coaching thing became my vehicle to work my way out of that debt and to create a future for my family that would give us freedom, that would give us options, that would give us a way out of that situation. And so as you can probably imagine, with my back being against the wall, I wasn't coming into this to dabble. I was coming into it to achieve insane things in as fast as possible time. However, I didn't have a sort of a mentor to look to. And so when you're trying to go at 100 miles per hour and you don't know what direction to go in, you run into a lot of walls. And I did. But thankfully, because of perseverance and having my daughter as my why, and really being in God's path of where my life was supposed to go, I just kept going. I busted through some of the walls. I hit walls and turned and moved different corners. But I say all of that to say the reason why this is so special is because imagine there's somebody already down the path that is where you want to go, and they're able to give you directions. They're able to be your Siri or your Alexa or your navigation to be able to help you to avoid the dips, the spills, the crashes along the way, and give you a faster route to your success. I pay for that myself. Along the journey, I've hired different mentors to be able to help me in achieving my goals. Since I didn't have one that was directed to me from Beachbody, I was like, all right, I'm going to need some help because I have never navigated these waters before. And rather than running to more walls, let me go to somebody that has been where I want to go and can help me to navigate in a more efficient manner and help me to grow at a faster pace than what I would be able to grow in myself. So just for instance, I signed up for a mentorship earlier this year. It's $30,000 is what I paid for this mentorship. I don't get one-on-one calls with this person. They are a big wig in the personal development industry. And we get to go on a couple events. There's some mastermind group calls, but there's not a lot of one-on-one. There's not a lot of even small group time. But the value there is that that person has already gone where I want to go. Even if I get 3 nuggets from that person that help me to avoid, possible issues and help me to expand faster, it's worth the money, right? This is essentially that, except we're not asking you for $30,000. The thing that you would be buying if you were to join is literally your fitness program and a nutritional. We'll go into all that, but it's $160 for that. And even if you already have it, you're good. So that's the idea of this. But we don't always get people that are who we are. And all of these people on this call, the 6 of us that are leading this group, are high achievers. We are the ones that want to go all in. We are the ones that go above and beyond what other people would go. I said before this call was started, and I woke up at 5 a.m. And after this call, I've got another call. And that's because I choose that for myself because I love it so much. But I'm willing to do the things that other people won't do to achieve things that other people won't be able to achieve because they won't make those sacrifices. And so, not that you're going to have to choose that exact same path, but this specific group that we're going to be focused on, with you guys for 6 weeks, we are going to push you. Like, we are going to get you to do things that are scary, because we know how much it can benefit your life, because we know how much faster your journey can be to success. And so we have got some exciting things we're going to share with you, but we want to share expectations, what you can expect from us, but also what we will expect from you if you do decide to join. What this is going to look like and feel like, and what the game plan is going to be, some possible really cool incentives, and then we'll end with anything that you guys have questions on and wrap things up. So I'm going to pass it over. Who am I passing it to? Jessica? Oh, to Ashley. Ashley Lachlan, my friends. Take it away.
Hey, everyone. I'm so excited you're here. And I have a similar rags to riches story from Lindsay. This has changed my whole life, my family's life. So, today I think I did 75 stories on coaching, and I was like, I'm going against all social media rules right now, but I don't care. I'm so passionate. So here is what you can expect from us when you join this mentorship. So first off is you're going to get weekly live trainings, and they will be recorded. So if you can't make it live, you can catch the recording. We understand you're busy, but Nicolette's going to talk about the expectations we have for you. Once you hit the first 2 big benchmarks, which is Emerald Rank and Success Club, and you'll learn more about those. They're super easy. You're going to do them in the first week or 2 weeks if you need a little extra time. After you hit those 2 benchmarks, you qualify for one-on-one calls with your mentor. And then you and your mentor can decide whether you set up weekly or bi-weekly one-on-one calls so that we can really go through your social media. We can help you with those roadblocks that Lindsay was mentioning, and really guide you and help you to develop your voice and your brand and perfect your skills. So one-on-one calls are really where the magic happens. And Lindsay said, she's paying a ridiculous amount of money and not even getting those, and we're going to give those to you for free. Next is we are going to give you tactical tips for growth. So this isn't about theory. We're not going to ask you to be reading and studying. We're going to tell you exactly what to do to grow your network, to grow your following. We're going to tell you what to post. We're going to tell you how to edit your photos so that they're more appealing and eye-catching. We're going to teach you how to develop that brand that is you, your life, your lifestyle. And we're going to teach you how to get people to join you, like how those conversations should flow, what you should actually say to somebody, how you should write your social media posts so that people are drawn to you. It's all an art, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. We're going to give you the best practices and social media resources that we have collected. We have done and paid for several different trainings. This year alone, I think all of us have invested a significant amount of money into higher level trainings. And so we are going to give you all of that information for free. All that we have consumed, we're going to regurgitate to you in a much more condensed fashion, so you know exactly what to do and then what is just fluff that you don't need to worry about. And then we have fun prizes for reaching certain milestones. So we have leaderboards that we're going to be putting up, because I know if you're anything like us, you want your name on a leaderboard. Like when I started and I saw that there were leaderboards, I was like, I will do anything. What do I have to do to get my name up there, right? You like recognition. So we're going to have recognition within our group. You're going to have public recognition. We're going to have swag and different gifts. And then the ultimate prize when you hit diamond is you will get to go on a really awesome, amazing retreat with us. And Lindsay is going to actually talk about that a little bit later. But we will be there with you every single step of the way. We always tell our coaches that we match your pace. But in this case, we are expecting you to be sprinters, and we will be sprinting right alongside you every step of the way. All right, so now I am going to pass it over to Nicolette, and she's going to talk about what we expect from you.
Hey guys, I'm Nicolette. I am so excited to be talking to you all. This is the Achievers Club, you guys. How exciting is that? You're achievers. That means that we have expectations because we believe in you so much, and we know that you are so incredibly capable. So here's the big picture, okay? You are going to become a social media maven, okay? You're going to be networking with people just like you who can relate to you and your story, and they're going to be so inspired by your journey across the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and in 2020, France, okay? You're going to help others in their health and fitness journey. And beyond that, you're going to grow your team, your tribe of go-getters who are just as passionate as you, okay? And who are ready to work just as hard as you to make big things happen in life on their own terms, because we get to live life by design here. And that's you. No matter where you are right now, no matter what you're thinking, that's you. That's going to be you. And there are 4 main things to do, 4 big vital behaviors that we have as coaches in order to achieve these things. First, you're a product of the product, right? When you're all in your health and fitness journey, your nutrition, you're loving it, you're getting results, that is so contagious. People are going to see it. They're going to want it for themselves. And they're going to be banging on your door like, what? Tell me what you're doing, because I need to do it. I see it's working for you. I want to do it too. Number 2 is you're going to be connecting and inviting and following up with people who are in your network, okay? People might see your posts, your stories, but majority of them, they're not going to assume that you're actually talking to them. Like if I went live on my Facebook page and I was like, hey, every single Facebook friend, you're all invited to my birthday this weekend. Come here, here's my address. I literally want to see every single one of you there. Probably 90% of them would be like, hey, that's cool. She's not talking to me. Like, I'm not going to go. That would be so awkward. But if I messaged every single person and told them, you're invited, I really want to see you there, I would have a lot more people showing up to my birthday, okay? This is the same thing. The one-on-one conversations, the connecting, the befriending, the exposing people to what you've got and how it's changing your life, and then inviting them to learn more and possibly join you. That is what's going to be the biggest game changer. So that's vital behavior number 2. Number 3 is personal development. As entrepreneurs, we've got to keep our minds sharp. We got to keep a positive mindset, right? And personal development is key to doing just that and staying pumped, full of inspiration and motivation. And then number 4, we leave nothing uncelebrated. We're lifestyle influencers, and that means we've got a lot to celebrate, okay? People are living healthier, fit lives because of what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be celebrating your first paycheck soon. You know, the business or the development in your business that you can celebrate, your clients, your coaching team, you know, things that you see happening around your household, your kids starting to understand, I need to get in my vegetables, or Mom, that's got a lot of sugar in it. Maybe I shouldn't have that. Just transformations even happening within your own home. We leave nothing uncelebrated. And beyond the vitals, we've got this beautiful laser-focused networking flow that's going to help you grow your social media, connect with others, and create this environment of engagement and curiosity on your social media. So you're continuously befriending new people and planting seeds about what you're doing, and you'll never run out of people to talk to, because we're going to show you how to have that kind of growth, to start those conversations and carry those conversations on. But you have to do it. Like, if you never talk to people, your business will never grow. So posting on social media every single day, posting in your stories every single day, that is an expectation. And like Ashley said, you're going to be trained. Like, you might be thinking, I don't know anything about social media. It's a learned behavior. None of us were born knowing how to like do Instagram. You'll learn, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be like your new playground. That's just an extension of your arm, because you can do it from your phone. Okay. So your goals, our expectations would be your first promotion to Emerald in your first 2 weeks. You'll utilize the networking trackers that we're going to provide, and we're actually going to ask you to take a picture of them and post them in the Facebook group that we'll have. And this is going to be for business accountability, okay? Not because we're trying to babysit you, but when you have an accountability action like that, you're more likely to follow through and not be like, I don't feel like it today, because we're going to be watching you. You're achievers, right? We're going to have weekly calls, and if you can be on them live, it's always best live. Always, always, always. But they will be recorded in case you can't make it somehow or some way. So we want to see your faces on those calls if you can. By your 6th week in your business, your goal would be diamond ranked coach. And you'll learn how to get there. You'll learn how to do that. It's really quite simple, but that will be your 6-week goal. And I can't even tell you how much reward and recognition is attached to that rank advancement. And then lastly, we're going to keep a positive, proactive environment here in the Achievers Club, okay? This can be the most fun and lucrative, rewarding job if you allow it to be. And we love questions, but what we don't love is complaining or venting just to vent. We're all grown-ups. who are resourceful and who are so incredibly capable. So that's what we expect from you. And so with that, I'm going to pass it over to Holly, who's going to talk more about mindset.
Hey, actually, it's Alyssa, but it's all
Alyssa.
Hi. Okay, so my name's Alyssa. I've been a coach for about 6.5 years. I was a registered nurse, and I know you guys probably just listened to Holly talking about social media and all of that jazz. Let me tell you guys, I had 100 friends on Facebook when I got started. I had actually just gone through and like completely cleaned out my friends list because I didn't want anybody like peering in on my life or anything. And so when I became a coach and I was like, man, I'm really build a business on social media, I just wanted to let you guys know, like, we all start from the beginning, right? And so you might follow us, you might have no idea how to do social media, but it's all about having this mindset, right? And so this is what's super awesome about this particular group, is that we've been coaching a collective of, I want to say 4 to 9 years, somewhere in between there. We've been around the block for a while. We know the kind of person, not saying that everybody you can't have success in this business, but we know from experience that we like to work with people like us. We like to work with people that are like, I saw she can do that. Well, shit, if she can do that, I can do that too. And that's really the mentality that I had when I got started as a coach. In fact, I have the honor, Lindsay's my great-grandma coach, and I watched what she was doing in her business, and I was a tired, burned-out nurse that just wanted to spend more time with her kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's literally telling me what to do, and all I have to do is just do what she tells me to do. Okay, that's the way that I looked at this business, and literally that's the way I still look at this business, is that I'm constantly just learning and applying, failing forward all the time, but watching what other successful people are doing and learning from them. And this is the coolest part about this opportunity, you guys. Like, imagine if you could be a part of have the world's greatest trainers, okay? And you're brought into this business and you literally had expertise coaches at your fingertips, like people that have grown businesses from nothing to millions of dollars a year, and they want to take you underneath their wing and literally show you how to create success in your life. And the coolest thing is about you guys is that you guys are willing to work for it. And that's why we're calling you guys in, because we know that you're not afraid to do hard work. Right? You know that you were made for more. You know that you were put on this earth to do something incredible with your life, and you're sick of whatever circumstances you're in. You know, you could be a tired mom. You could just be burned out in your job. You could want to travel more. You could just be like, what is going on in my life? Like when I started, I just needed something to be able to control for myself as a busy mom. We all come into this business for different reasons, but the number one thing is that we're hungry. And we know that we need more, and we know that we deserve more. And we're at this spot in our lives where like, man, like just give it to me. Give it to me. And this is why we want to do this, because I mean, there's so many different reasons on why we want to do this, but we really want to make this so special and so selective and really, really take you guys underneath our wings and show you guys what is possible in this business, because we believe 100% in our skills, and we're looking for the women that believe in themselves. They might not have the skills to figure it out yet. They're willing to fail forward. They're willing to dance with that fear. You guys, I have fear every single day, and I have to punch it in the face. It doesn't ever go away, but you're willing to play with that fear. That's the kind of person that we are looking for, all right? So I'm all about mindset, and I think that it's a huge distinguishing factor in your success, because regardless, you guys, everybody has roadblocks, everybody has different obstacles, everybody comes from different paths. But if you want something in your life, if you know you are made for more, if you have a purpose, if you are driven, this opportunity and this specific training that we are putting together for you is going to be life-changing. And I'm so excited. I'm like high vibe anyways, but I am literally like off the hooks excited. Okay, enough for me. I think I get to turn it over to Jess Basola.
Yes. Hey guys. Well, you can probably tell we are super passionate about what we get to do. We love it. And I just want to share a little bit of my story getting started as a go-getter in your shoes as somebody who wanted to jump in, who, like Alyssa said, was looking for that answer. And I actually was a customer and I went to an event. And I went to this event where basically they were just talking a little bit about Beachbody and premiering a workout. And so I went and I was praying over an answer. And let's just say this too, guys. This business doesn't discriminate. You heard Alyssa say that she's a former nurse. We have people in this business that used to be attorneys. We have former bartenders. We have military spouses. We have people that have retired their spouses, all of this kind of things. And I was a worship director and I loved my job, but man, I was looking for something where I could be a little bit more present with my family. And so I went to this event and this girl spoke and she was what we call a 7-star diamond coach. And like you, I was kind of like, well, I don't really know what that is, but okay. And it sounded pretty cool. But she spoke and she had a son like I did. And she was living the dream that I was praying for. She was at home with him and so was her husband. And I just thought, wow, that's amazing. And then I figured out from listening to her what this opportunity could give. And so I walked away thinking, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. And going off a mindset, I think that's really, really important to realize is that nobody has an advantage. Okay. Like we all start in this, just kind of learning. But if you believe that you can do it, you can do this. And so I was nervous, but I went into it all in. And again, I didn't know what this 7-star diamond thing was, but I knew all I knew in my head at that time is that's where I'm going to go. I didn't know that there were further ranks at that time, which there are, but I was like, that's where I'm going to go. So I better start with this whole diamond gig. Okay. Like whatever that is. So I didn't have any training, but I had belief. I had belief and I looked it up myself. I figured out how I was going to get to diamond. I realized it was like about 12 people and I thought, okay, let's do it. And a lot of people said no to me, but the right people said yes. And so in 24 days, I became a diamond coach. And I say that because in this training and what we're going to do with you guys is we're actually giving you 6 weeks with an amazing, amazing opportunity after that Lindsay's going to talk about in just a second. But I say that because it doesn't mean that it has to take you 6 weeks. It can take you 14 days, it can take you 24 days, it can take you 6 weeks, whatever works for you. But I want to show you what can be. And so that's why I tell you that story. There's just so much opportunity in this. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like I would have just been like blown away by the opportunity here. And so I just hope you guys take advantage of it. We've been praying for you and we're so, so excited that you're on this call. And so if this is right for you, you believe that if we can do it, you can do it, and you go all in, some amazing things can happen. So I'm going to hand it over to Lindsay, who is going to tell you a little bit about something fun that we like to do for our coaches that are the go-getters that accomplish these goals. And so she's going to take it away from here.
Ooh, I get to be the one that talks about the fun part. Okay, so we built this as we were discussing this group. We were like, what would we have died over if this was available to us? And we all agreed. Some of us have never been on a retreat that wasn't hosted by us. So I know Nicolette's on here. She had like never been on a retreat. And for me, like I just had never been somebody who got to go on cool vacations, not as a child, not as an adult, like literally never got to go anywhere. So when there was a retreat opportunity with Beachbody, they provide different stuff too, different trips. I jumped on it. That was the thing that took me from kind of steady as you go to like off the charts. I'm going to be the biggest thing this business has ever seen, which was a far cry from my reality at the time, by the way. So trips drive me. Things that I can't typically do on my own drive me. And so we wanted to kind of like, what would be the thing if I was leading a group of achievers, people that are like insane. They're going to go crazy for a season in their life. They're going to make some sacrifices. How could we then reward them? And what would we want to be rewarded with? I want to be in a room in close proximity with people who are like me. And the cool thing is you're getting 6 people, like 6 mentors that are going to work with you. Of course, you're going to be signed up with specific coaches and you work one-on-one with them. But the thing is, you don't actually just get us. Like, the best thing that I ever got from this community was, or this business, was the community. Was I am surrounded by, to the left, to the right, up, front, up, by my people like me. I honestly didn't know that people like me existed. I didn't know that there were people that didn't want to work 40 years and then retire and go play golf and drink Coronas for the rest of their life on the beach. I have never wanted that dream. Like, I'm not cut from that cloth. I want my life to be meaningful, purposeful. I want to live like I want to have a dream job that I actually don't want to retire from. Like, what if I did this job and I didn't actually care if I made any more money? That's where I am right now. Like, I'm not doing this for money at this point. This is purpose. And I will say something, I think actually it was Alyssa that I wrote this down, but the greatest feeling in my life was actually not when I succeeded in Beachbody, as I hit milestones in the income or big wrinkles or whatever. It was not that moment. Like, my greatest joys from this business has been, well, other than my kids getting to like live like freedom, is seeing some of these girls rise up. I've been, blessed that I am like great grandma to all of them. And I've been able to see them rise up to their potential. There is nothing better in life than seeing people rise up to who they were always called to be, but finally be brave enough to do so. And that is why we're doing this group. Like, that is the main motivation. So it would be silly not to have those people rise up and get to actually meet them in person. So I am a big dreamer. Like, I've had this little place pinned on my vision board for forever, and I've been trying to find an excuse to actually book it. So we still haven't officially booked this place, but this is the dream right now. And so it's in Orlando, Florida. And it is probably the most exquisite rental property I've ever seen in my life. What we're thinking about doing is a 2-night, 3-day retreat where we go and we have photo shoots and do some video stuff, hang out, have girl time, tacos. We have all the husbands cook for us, not us cook, like, I don't ever cook, so husband thing. But we get to be the ones that are celebrated. We get to be the ones that are around our people. We're going to have a spot for babies if they have to be there. We have some girls, actually some of the leaders that have young babies that will be there as well. But just a space for you to go and be celebrated and be amongst your people. So I wanted to kind of screen share for a second so I can just give you a little glimpse into what's possible. So if those of you that are able to, when you do, hit the goal of Diamond and hold that Diamond rank for 6 weeks, the retreat that we're looking at is this beauty right here. And it is seriously, like, can you imagine all of us at this table? I just can't. I have imagined it a bazillion times, but it has a darn basketball court in it. We will do workouts in there. I mean, can you imagine like workouts all along this thing? Yes. Okay. So anyway, the goal is, I won't go into too much detail in the house because, like I said, haven't booked it yet, but it's definitely going to be at one of those places. I know I've already rented a house there 3 times. It's exquisite. It's awesome. Orlando's a great spot. For those of us that live in Florida, it's a little bit more easy for us with our kids doing multiple retreats, but it would be just amazing to be able to have you guys there, to be able to celebrate you and just cap off what will be, I believe, the best new and coach mentorship that we have ever run in almost a decade of me doing this. So I will pass it over to Holly to close things up, but I'll send each of you a little vision board picture of that so you can have it on your fridge and by your desk as you start to work towards these goals. Holly, take it away, my sis.
Yay. All right. I am going to wrap it up. I think one of the things that I really want you guys to understand, that I don't even know that I would have understood, is what an opportunity this is. So yes, you are signing up with one coach, but you are getting access to 6 top coaches. All of us have different strengths in this business. All of us will be providing you trainings on the things we are strongest in. So, I mean, we all mentioned most of us didn't have a lot of trainings when we started, and we were still able to get to the top. And this is why we're saying, listen, 6 weeks, we can get you to that diamond rank. 6 weeks with the top coaches in the company, your potential is limitless if you are willing to put in the work. And we are going to step you through it step by step by step, just like Ashley talked about. We have the trainings. We've done them. We've done them with our team, but now we get to take it up a notch because we have experts in every single category that we're going to be training you on. So this is so exciting. And I'll also say, you guys, like Lindsay mentioned in the beginning, we are top coaches. So it's not like we're out there saying, gosh, I just need anyone to sign up with me. No. We are hand picking the people that want to run with us, the people who are like us, who will, get so pumped up from this call, they're ready to stay up late and do more work and dive in and build the life they want to build because that excites them. So with that being said, if you guys have questions or, you're like, yes, this is for me, this is my time, contact the coach who invited you to this. We are here to answer questions. We are here to get you guys signed up, get you ready. This is all going to start on Monday. Kind of this next week is a prep week, getting all of you signed up, all of you in there, making sure we've got your resources set up, you know where to start so that we can really get you started on that right foot that next week. But again, you would not have been invited to this group if we did not see your potential, if we did not believe that you could be that top coach, that every goal you want to hit is so possible. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap. I am so proud of us for keeping it to like 30 minutes. Again, reach out to the coach who invited you. We cannot wait to start working with you guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.